Hey you guys, and welcome back to our channel. Um, this is another story time. It's about the time that my grandma wrecked my car to get on to dog. To begin with, I went to my mom's yet again for the summertime. No school or anything. I was happy to be out. My dad had got me this car. It was a Honda. It was my favorite car ever. I loved this car. I was so happy with it. And while I was gone, she took the car, my grandmother, great grandma Mimi, she took the car to go to the doctor's. But on the way back from the doctor's, she stopped somewhere and picked up this doll. And so after she picked up this doll, she was on the way home and she drove she drove into a pole and she wrecked the car, but she was okay. With barely even just scratches and bruises, she was okay. But the car was totaled. But I was, of course, I was happy she was okay, and nobody really got hurt. But this doll survived. um, and we ended up with this doll for the longest time. We kept it in the house for a while. Now my cousin B, I don't know if you're like me to say his name. He would come over and stay for the summer for a few months, about maybe 3 or 2 every year. And after this time, I got back from my mom's, and he came to visit. And now I have a china cabinet at my dad's. It's mine, but I haven't had a chance to get it. And so we had this china cabinet there, and the doll was in it. My cousin, he would walk past the china cabinet and, just like look inside to see everything we had in there because we had a bunch of stuff with the doll. But he was so freaked out by this doll. This scares him. He said he would look at the doll and its eyes would move and it would move. All kinds of things when he would look at it. And he wanted to so bad get rid of this doll. But my stepmom wouldn't let him. Because after the wreck and stuff, my grandmother moved in with us. And if she would have noticed the doll missing, she would have been upset. So this doll stayed with us for the longest time. And the time that it stayed with us, it did some freaky, scary stuff. It it, it would move just randomly. Like we would have it in the china cabinet, one spot, and then the next minute we know it'd be in another spot in the china cabinet. It would blink its eyes, all kinds of things. It would look like it's staring into your soul. But yes, I was so scared of it. And then finally, we got to move. But when we moved around this time, my grandmother ended up in a nursing home. And with us moving, we got rid of the doll finally. So I was happy about it. Well, we did take the doll with us for a month or so, but then B came back. He came back to visit again, and he got rid of it for us, and we never seen it again. But in this, I guess I can tell you another story time that goes with the doll. Hold on. One night, okay, what me and my cousin would do when he visits is we would sit in the living room, and we'd stay up all night, watch TV, watch anime, and talk all night, all the time. And this one night in particular, I was depressed, so I stayed up with him. I had no school. How the living room is set up is was set up. We don't live in this house no more. My grandmother's room was my room first. Now, this time it was my room first. My grandmother didn't move out yet. I didn't have no walls up yet. So there was the living room at the front door. Then you could see through the living room, you could see the kitchen, and then you could see my room. No walls. My room was by the back door. There was a little area with the fireplace. We was gonna build it into my room with some walls, but the fireplace was there and they didn't want to, so I didn't really care. I had a bedroom. I had a hamster. I had it set up in my room, and where you can sit. You could have. How it was is you was able to sit on the couch, and you could sit there and look straight into the kitchen, into my room, and there was a window, like a tall window, and you can look outside. Outside we had our dog Patch. He was on the porch, and this night it was getting to be kind of stormy. It was dark early and stuff like that. And we would sit on the couch. We would sit on the couch, and one room was the Gore's room, and one room was my Nana's room, and then there was the bathroom on the other end of the house, from where the living room is. My Nana wasn't visiting at this time. I mean, she wasn't living. Well, she was there, but she was in the middle of visiting some friends, so she wasn't home. And so I got up to go to the bathroom, which is white across from my sister's room, and then white next door to Nana's room. So after I get out of the bathroom, I stand there for a second, and as I'm standing there, I hear whispering, and it's not from my sister's rooms. My sister's room. They're both sleeping in their bedroom. I knew because their door was open. It was coming from my Nana's room. Now, for the fact, we knew that my Nana was not home, and this was a man whispering in there. So it was a man, two men, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, B, there's two people in Nana's room. They're talking. And so he goes and he stands by the door and he listens and he hears them too. So we're like a little freaked out. We're like, okay, well, I mean, maybe we're just too tired. It's late at nighttime and maybe we're just freaking each other out. So we go back to the couch, we sit down, and we continue to watch on his computer because at this point we're too scared to keep, to go to sleep. So then we start hearing walking. And we're like, okay, this is getting weird because there's everybody in the house is sleeping. Our Nana's not supposed to come home tonight. I mean that night. So it wasn't her. So who was it? So we continue to sit there and we keep hearing banging and knocks and stuff like that, and we're like trying to pass it around as something normal. Maybe something's falling on the roof or something and it's getting stormy. And then we're sitting there and we both look to that window in my bedroom and we see a black figure standing there. A tall black figure with a cowboy hat on. Just standing there in the window. And our dog Patch is barking. So we're like freaking out. Like, oh my god. But we're still trying to like pass it as maybe something else. We didn't want to immediately be like, oh gosh, this house is haunted, something's going on. We wanted to have a logical explanation for it because my cousin does not believe in ghosts because he is scared of the fact that they could be ghosts following anybody around. It just scares the crap out of him. So I'm like, okay. And then the shadow was gone. So I waited about another hour. I go to my bedroom And I don't remember what I was looking for. I was looking for something. And it was under my bed where I was looking for. So I pulled out all my suitcases and stuff that I keep different things in out from under my bed. I got what I needed and I put everything back under my bed. And I was positive that I have done this. Then me and my cousin, because he was in there with me, I wasn't going in there over there by myself. He stands there. After I got what I needed, got everything back under the bed, we fed my hamster. My hamster was so scared, he wouldn't come out from under his little house thing. He wouldn't come out. So we're like, okay, we'll just leave him alone. We go back to the living room. And then at this point, I'm like, okay. After a while, we start hearing banging and stuff again between now and then. Still couldn't figure out what it was. To this day, he blames it on me trying to play a prank on him, but it wasn't. But after a while, another few hours after everything calmed down, I decided it's time to go to bed. When I go to my room, now everything's open. I have no wall that separates my room from everybody else. My cousin would sleep on a couch because that's what he wanted to do. So I walk into my room and I turn on the light, and all my stuff is out from under my bed. And I'm like, I am absolutely positive I had put everything back under that bed. I know I did. I double checked myself. Everything was back where it was. But when I came back to my room, everything was out. I don't know how everything got out from under my bed. I don't know. It was just crazy. I told my cousin. My cousin was like, no, you're playing a prank on me. You just did it. And I was like, I did. You were standing there watching me put everything back under there. And he still to this day swears up and down I was the one doing all the banging and stuff. And it was a prank. And I'm like, how can it be a prank if I'm sitting here as much as freaked out as you are? It doesn't make sense. All this stuff nothing happened like that before until we got that doll that my grandmother had brought home. I want to say it's the doll. I do. I don't know. It is rumored that our landlord's husband did pass away on that land that our house was on. Well, our trailer. But I don't know. He was so freaked out. He wouldn't come and stay after that until we got our new house. And that's another story time all by itself, because even after the fact we got rid of the doll, our new house that we stayed in now has a bunch of stuff that went on with it. So I got a lot more story times, especially a lot more with my mom and my aunt and stuff. A lot of different things. My own, which will be into a haunted house series I'm gonna make soon. I think this one will be part of my haunted. No, I'm gonna make a haunted doll. Even though we haven't been really getting that many views lately, we're still gonna continue to make videos until we can get some views, because we want to make videos for people. It's what we like to do. So regardless of not getting all those subscribers and stuff, we're still gonna keep making them. So I mean, if you want to, please like and comment and subscribe and hit that bell button. And we make videos every now and then. Well, every day this week we have them. So, goodbye, you guys. Or goodbye, you guys.